Hi everyone, Leticia here again with Made with Love by Glamma, where everything here is made and taught with love, one stitch at a time by me, Glamma. In my previous tutorial, I showed you how to work in the round, how to start your little ring to work in the round. We chained up 4 and then closed the ring by going back into the first chain, and then we closed our circle and worked that way. This is going to be a second way that you can do it. So we go ahead and make our slip knot, and we're going to still go ahead and chain up 4 just like in the previous tutorial, but we're going to do something a little different. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just want to say, if you hear little rustling noises in the back, it's my puppies, or not, they're not puppies, they're one is a 15-year-old Chihuahua, one's a 5-year-old Yorkie, and one's a 1.5-year-old Yorkie. So if you hear rustling around or any kind of playing, it's them back there. Okay, so we chained up 4, and now what we're going to do, in the previous tutorial, we slip stitched in here and closed off the ring. Well, we're not going to do that this time. This time, we're going to, let me do double crochets in here. So we're going to go to the very first chain that we made. We're going to go in there and make a double crochet in that stitch. Okay, in that chain. There's your double crochet. Let's say that your pattern calls for 10 in the ring. So we've already got 1, 2, and we would keep putting double crochets into that very first chain until we have our 10. And this is the second way that you can start working in the round. So that's 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's twisting on me. 1, 2, 3, and here's the 4th one. My puppies are starting to wrestle. I can hear it. Yep, they're growling at each other. They want to wrestle. The 5-year-old Yorkie wants the little one to play with her, and the little one doesn't really want to. So my older one is growling, saying, "Come on, let's play, let's play." Okay, so hopefully, since I'm talking, you're still watching what I'm doing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me hurry up. And we're still putting these double crochets into that first chain that we made. So this is 5. And this is 6. And this is 7. And you can start to see that it's going in the round now. You're starting to see a little circle form. Did I say 7? I have such bad short-term memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Ugh. Every time I ask a silly question like that, I really wish that y'all could actually answer me because I get so forgetful. That was 8, right? Yeah, 8. 9. And then 10. And this is how we're going to close it up. So you see? We made this circle by just chaining 4 and going right back into that first chain and making our 10 double crochets in that. So now we're going to count up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of that third chain that we started with, and we're going to close off our circle, and there you go. That's how you would start off a different type of a ring. I showed you the first kind of a, whoops, aw, sorry, I just knocked my camera over because I had an itch on my nose. Okay, in my previous tutorial on how to make a ring, I showed you the very first way that I learned how to make it. And this is the second way that I learned how to make a ring. And so if you were going to make a hat or a coaster, you would just chain up your 3 or however many the pattern calls for, and you would go right back into here and, you know, into the next stitch and make the second row. If you were going to do an increase, you would go right back into the place where you made your chain. And you would put 2 double crochets in each of these stitches. If you're not doing an increase row, and you usually do an increase row on the 2nd row. Sometimes you do it on the 3rd row, and then on the 4th or 5th row, sometimes you're not doing increases and you're just putting 1 stitch into every, one stitch into every stitch. So anyway, this is the second way that I learned how to make a ring to start working in the round. And so don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to show you the third way that I learned. It's called the magic ring. And I'll show you how to do that. That's actually my favorite way to do it, because then you don't have a hard time trying to get all those double crochets into one stitch. Alrighty guys, thank you for joining me here at Made with Love by Glamma, where everything here is, like I always say, made with love, one stitch at a time by me, Glamma. Bye!